In 2025, South Africa's Expropriation Act became law, igniting both domestic and global condemnations. This law allows the state to pay below market value or simply confiscate property without compensation whenever politicians feel it's in the public interest. This isn't land reform, it's political opportunism bound up in the rhetoric of retribution. There is a constitutional alternative. In under 5 minutes, we will explain the Free Market Foundation's solution to land injustice in South Africa. The new Expropriation Act violates Section 25 of the Constitution. Expropriation is a legal tool meant to protect owners by regulating state acquisition of property, but the new act turns it into a political weapon. The solution: repeal the act and replace it with an Expropriation Control Act that bans confiscation of property except for court-ordered criminal asset forfeiture, judicial attachment of property and settlement of debts, state property, and truly abandoned property. Guarantees market value compensation as the minimum, though above market compensation as the norm. Regards owners, rightly, as victims of a necessary state initiative rather than dehumanized obstacles to political point scoring. Apartheid's great injustice was the state's dispossession of property. Today, security of title must therefore be the bedrock of land reform. Everything else flows from it. And in this respect, Section 25(5) of the Constitution demands equitable access to property, not state control of property. Red tape, rates, taxes, and strict property regulations make ownership an impossible prospect for millions. Let's fix it by deregulating property transactions and slashing the costs associated with subdivision, purchase, sale, and transfer. Eliminate the capital gains tax. Nationally cap municipal rates. Did you know that about 90% of land claims beneficiaries choose to take financial reparation over reclaiming their ancestors' land? Most might do this because they prefer the opportunities of urban life, but many simply will not be capable of bearing the massive rates they will need to pay if they take over the land. Launch housing vouchers and let low-income South Africans decide for themselves where to buy, build, or rent without state micromanagement. South Africa needs more owners and less bureaucracy. That's real access. But past injustice must be addressed, though not by creating new victims out of innocent South Africans. Sections 25(6)-9 of the Constitution is about restitution, not arbitrary redistribution or vindictive retribution. Constitutional justice means giving secure title to those denied it and ensuring everyone has an unencumbered title deed. The Free Market Foundation's own Kaya Lam Land Reform Project has shown that this is doable, after all. Audit all natural property under state control, whether national, provincial, or local, and divest it where reasonably practicable in favor of those already living or working on it, or transferring it to deserving South Africans. The days of state custodianship or trusteeship of property must end and be replaced with full, secure ownership by the people. Fully fund and capacitate the restitution process, which has been very successful since 1995 to the degree that it has been supported by government. Recognize communal land as the private property of the community, rather than a backdoor to state control and corruption. Justice means ownership, not political dependency. South Africa does not need, nor do we want, confiscation. Nothing stops us from having constitutional land reform that generates prosperity, gives justice its due, and protects the sanctity of secure property ownership. Help the Free Market Foundation pursue a pro-property, pro-prosperity, pro-poor land reform agenda. Help us put liberty first for South Africa.